Dgenz Crypto Daily episode 60 is coming right up.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on the blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Holders in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's on the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. All those diamonds. Digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
Yeah, I have you wild and free. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 60 on this pretty incredible Thursday, October 24th. Here we are about a week away from ending what it seems to be a pretty shitty October. I ain't gonna lie to you. We expect the fireworks. We got absolutely the opposite of that. So what do we expect moving forward is the key, right? Like, do we lower our expectations? Do we all of a sudden become bears in this bull market and turn our heads the other way and just we'll walk away and forget until Bitcoin does do something? Or do we just keep going and kind of cheer it on, So we'll look at Bitcoin today. I think we're actually going to be positive today. I think we're going to be up like 2-3%. So we'll take a look at that. Market sentiment actually is shifting positive. I don't know why. It just happened to have Tesla's earnings were pretty good. It was a pretty decent surprise. I think it was up 20%. No, sorry, 15% in pre-market trading, which is a crazy amount. So maybe something's going on with the regular stock market, traditional finance. We'll look at that. Also, I noticed people are talking about Bitcoin pairs, like Bitcoin Sol, Bitcoin ETH, even ETH and Sol. So we'll take a look at some pairs today and see if there's any possible strength in a major versus the other. Like if Bitcoin is going up, but the ratio of Bitcoin and Sol is going up. Does that mean, Sol is more stronger than Bitcoin or not? So look at that as well. Of course, we're going to look at Politify tokens until the election. We have about a week and a half left, I believe. So we'll look at Politify. There might be a surge right at the end. Is it going to happen, or is it going to start happening this weekend? We'll see when we look at them as well. If you're new to the stream, I welcome you. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me talk about crypto. I try to do this every single day. I know I missed a few days, but we rolled through 60 episodes. It feels like really quickly. And so I thank you for that. If you want to continue to get notifications on the stream and anything that we do, especially today, because we have a double day today. We have the daily stream and we have the weekly stream. So the daily stream, you'll get a notification right up here in the top right corner. And you just click on it. You can participate. Also, if you follow our Dgenz NFT account, you will get notifications of our weekly stream. So whenever we go weekly, we will notify everybody. We also have a cool community in our Discord. We trade, we talk about NFTs, we talk about art, we talk about the technical side of Solana or other blockchains. We talk about, including things like, oh yeah, there was a claim about with your Jupe staking, you should go and claim it. Things like that, little things like that matter a lot because, not everybody's online every day. So it does help every little bit. If you want to participate in the stream, it's really straightforward and simple. Go to the streams page, go to the bottom right corner into the chat and say GM, just like that. Could be a comment, could be a correction of something that I talk about. I don't know everything, but I try to learn a whole bunch of things. And, if you have a request, a token we can look at, or something interesting that came up while we're talking, post it in the stream. I will take a look at it and we can dissect it. Also, we actually opened up an apparel store on Etsy. So we thought, you know what? Everyone needs a cool looking shirt, right? And so we created an apparel store for all the Dgenz in crypto. I'm currently wearing this Plan B shirt right now during the stream. Okay. I don't look like her, but I look like that in that t-shirt. Okay. It's an amazing quality shirt. I'm actually shocked how stretchy it is and how comfortable it feels. So I'm excited that the quality is there, and it took about a week to get to my house from the US, and I'm in Canada. So think about it like that. So if you're in the US and you want quick shipping, you got it. It's already done. Even in Canada, it takes about a week. So, we have lots of designs, actually. I'll go over real quickly. I actually got this shirt as well, Crypto Over Cash. It's really cool. I got the beige version. I think it fits my body color better. We got a whole bunch of mugs to start. We have the God Candle shirt. I love that one. That's going to be my next buy. Lots of designs. I actually like this one too. Eat, Sleep, GM, Repeat. Solana Summer from my Solana friends. Or Hodl Me with the Solana logo. So, yeah, it looks like this. I'm going to order that one next as well. If you like crypto and like t-shirts, give us a try. The other thing, by the way, the store is located at the bottom of your screen. It's at etsy.com/shop/defined shopping. All right. So if you missed that, it's on the scroller at the bottom of the screen. The other thing we're doing is we're launching a free newsletter, weekly newsletter. So right now we're just asking people to subscribe if you're interested in crypto markets, learning about crypto. If you're new or intermediate crypto user, it doesn't matter. The link is in the scroll as well. So if you're interested in something like this, sign up. All right, let's get into the news. So one of the things we noticed today actually is a pretty sizable jump in Bitcoin from yesterday to today. So I think the Bitcoin's going to get up to maybe 2-3%. Sentiments shifted overnight. I don't know if it was just Tesla, beating earnings and being really strong or whatever, but it's looking really, really strong. Even this article says that the dollar index rally stalls, which means like when dollar strength goes up, the markets go down. Same with tether dominance, right? Tether dominance goes up, market goes down. So if the dollar index is stalling, that means people are swapping the strength of dollar for the strength of the market, like stocks, equities, doesn't matter. And so it's interesting to see what people do on a turn, and it feels like sometimes like the market can do a quick turn and surprise us all. Another thing that kind of caught my eye is this article here. Citibank debank Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse due to crypto. It's like, all right, you understand, Citibank, that you're up against the future of banking, right? Eventually, everyone's going to be thinking about self-custody. Like, why do I need to put my money into the bank, right? Not only am I possibly going to be getting immediate interest on my money, right? Most likely through self-custody staking, right? I'm sure we're going to get to that eventually in the future where stable coins will have some sort of staking method, right? Where you get an interest on your money. Why do we need banks then, right? I don't think there is a reason for it. So the whole point of a banking system is so you can hold on to my money securely, right? If the blockchain provides that for you, then what is the point of the bank again? So when you see Citibank debanking Garlinghouse, he should just give them the double finger salute and say, that's okay. I will talk to you guys in about 5 years when everything's upside down and you guys are asking me to do business with you. So just an interesting article to look at. This was a stupid article, actually. Bitcoin trader warns correction as BTC dominance reaches 2021 levels. Yeah, we already talk about dominance all the time. Like, this is where we are. What does that have to do with the correction? It just talks about the total crypto cap and the amount of market capitalization that Bitcoin has over that crypto cap, right? So the share of that total crypto cap is 58.9%, 59%. That's all it says. It doesn't mean it is going to go down or up. It just means what is the share of Bitcoin in the total crypto cap, right? Now, we talked about this before. If this goes up, right, and prices of Bitcoin go up, that means Bitcoin as a whole is much stronger than altcoins. If this is dumping, right, and Bitcoin is going up, that means altcoins are ripping, right? And then if this is going up, when Bitcoin is dumping, then altcoins are getting murdered, right? And as well, if this is dumping, while Bitcoin is dumping. That means alts are holding. Okay, so those are the four scenarios that we have in front of you guys. That's it. There's no other scenarios. So we have to understand, what is it doing? You know, is Bitcoin going up? Is this pumping? Right? This is why we talk about the resistances on these charts all the time, because we have to understand, like, when are altcoins going? When are they going to go? Right? So this is the area of contention, right? We're at the bottom of that right now, right? So we're here, like there. So say we're passing that, we have another one here, and we have another one here. So at any point, we're going to be dumping, which means if Bitcoin is going up, we're going to get an alt season. All right. So at any point that dumps and Bitcoin is going up, we're getting that alt season. Make sense? Gold rally needs to pause for Bitcoin price to break all-time high. I mean, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. I mean, people are thinking that, you know, I think liquidity is going from Bitcoin to gold through the ETFs. I don't think it matters. I really don't. I think the scale of gold is much bigger than the ETFs, but I think people are starting to look at ETFs as the same size as the gold ETFs. So we'll see what happens, you know, in the future, but I don't think that matters. I really don't. The other one that I saw that was kind of interesting is, where is it? Did I miss it? Yeah, there it goes. Solana looks overbought against Ethereum. Okay, so what does that mean? What does it look like? So what we need to do is we have to pit them against each other, right? So one of the first things we got to do is go, all right, let's look at the strength of Solana versus ETH. And we do it this way. Okay? So this is what it looks like. I would say Sol is looking way stronger than ETH right now. And I don't think there's any top to be looked at. Why? Because look at this MACD right now. It's only rising, right? We haven't reached the top. So the top I'm looking at is actually here. Okay. And so we wait until this gets to a top, maybe at 10%. So 10% of ETH would be whatever the ETH is worth now. Say it's $2,500, that means $250 for Solana. If ETH is, say, $4,000, that means 10% is $400 per Solana, right? That's how we do that, right? And I think we're going to have the last wave for Solana soon. So this wave is going to be pretty strong. It's going to be something like this, but probably to the next line. Now, what we can do also for you guys is throw some extensions. So fib extensions. See if this makes sense. Okay, so let's put it to the bottom of that chart. See where we are. So right now we're actually breaching that 7%, which looked to be the 1.236 fib. The next one is 138.2, but I think the golden ratio one, which is 1.618 at 9%, is going to be contentious. So let's move that down here and call it 9%, like it is. So maybe there we have some swap from, you know, Sol strength to ETH strength, where, you know, it goes up to here, goes down, which means a couple of things. Doesn't mean Sol's going to go down in price. It just means the strength of Ethereum is going to be bigger than the strength of Solana. So if you're thinking about, you know, moving your liquidity from one to the other, you would say, all right, at this level, I'm swapping Sol for ETH, right? Or at this level, I'm swapping Sol for ETH, right? That's all that means. Okay. Can we get to like a higher level? Absolutely. So like, for example, we can even say, let's pretend we're going to get the upper area of this. Okay. So say, for example, we actually moonshot and go crazy with Solana, right? We get to like $1,000 per Solana. The upper area of that looks to be somewhere about 19%. So 19%, say 20%, easier calculation. 20% of, I don't know, let's say ETH gets to $8,000. 20% of $8,000 is what? $1,600 per Solana. That is substantial. All right, so let's say we get 16%. Okay, so 16%. I'll do some math quickly. That's $1,280. So that is like pretty crazy to me, but I listen, I'll take anything at this point, you know? So that would be like the highest moonshot, moonboy prediction I can probably make for you with Solana, right? Where like this chart tells you everything and we get to this crazy level. Now, what if ETH gets to only like 6,000? Okay, so 6,000 and say 16%, right? That's $960. Would you be crying if I said to you, like, Solana is going to get to $960 by the end of this bull run? Nobody would be, right? So Solana is looking really, really good. And, you know, I feel like Sol NFTs are just going to get the liquidity and it's going to be marvelous again, right? Because like the idea behind NFTs is it's like a secondary play behind the chain that they're on. So like people are swapping NFTs to get more Solana, and they're swapping Solana to get more NFTs to swap back to Solana, right? And so the idea is to get more Solana because Solana eventually is going to be worth like $1,600 or $1,000 or even $900. So I think Solana NFTs are going to get a lot of liquidity because of Solana itself is going to be super popular with everyone. So I'm personally excited about Solana. Like I'm happy that we've spent all this time in Solana ecosystem and have developed, you know, a lot of these positions in Solana tokens and projects, and I think everyone on Solana is going to benefit. Like all these RWA projects that are on Solana are going to benefit. The DeFi projects like Jupiter and Camino and all other ones that are on there. So there's a lot of exciting stuff happening on Solana. Let's take a look at the other pairs. So let's look at a Bitcoin pair. So we'll do Sol BTC. Why do we do it this way? Because we want to know if Solana is as strong as Bitcoin, right? That means if this chart starts moving up, that means Solana is stronger than Bitcoin in a bull run, right? So the line is about there. So let me draw a proper one. All right. So I think we should say that, you know, the upper area of that will be about here. It's kind of difficult to figure out. So what we'll do is we'll reverse this chart because we can kind of see better how many digits this is, because it's really difficult at this point. So we'll reverse it. We'll reverse it by doing this, okay? We'll get an inverse chart, and we can kind of see this chart dumping, which is exactly what we're thinking it might do. So this means $245 Solanas is equal to 1 Bitcoin. Okay. Let me see if this is correct. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay. So if we have, say, Solana, sorry, Bitcoin at, I don't know, let's call it 120,000, right? And this chart dumps to, say, this level, so 330 or so. Okay. That means Solana price is at 363. Okay. So this essentially says, how many Solanas do you need to get one Bitcoin, right? So this level will say you need 237 Solana to get one Bitcoin. Here it says 385 Solana to get one Bitcoin. So the lower this is, it's actually saying you need less Solana to get one Bitcoin, which is saying that Solana is much stronger than Bitcoin. If this dumps to this level here and Bitcoin gets to 120,000, Solana price is set to be 363. Now, we know this is probably going to get annihilated. It's going to get way lower than that. So I think the next level down will be, let's see here. Let's take some retracements. We'll say we're at the 50 level is, say 50 level is here. Okay. No, that can't be right. Let's move it to 0. Oh, that's not going to be easy either. So one of the issues I have when I'm doing these retracements on the negative side is, we don't have enough levels in between. So it's not going to give us a good accurate reading. So what we're going to have to do is arbitrarily make this 1 and then move this to 0 and see if we can get any numbers. So let's say this is 0. So the next level down will be here, about 210. All right. And then maybe halfway down between that is going to be another level. So say we get like 105 Solana for one Bitcoin at 120,000 is $1,000. There we go. So that means if we get to this level here, so let me put it on the chart so you guys can see. So we get to like 105 or 109, whatever. So we get to this level here. So this dumps to this level. And Bitcoin is at 120,000. That means Solana is at 1,000. Make sense? So you can use these pairs in so many different ways to identify the strength of one or the other. I use it all the time when I'm trying to determine whether or not a layer 1 versus a layer 1 is good. RWA versus another RWA is good. It's honestly the secret sauce. I'm just giving you the full details right now. Remember, guys, if you will have any questions about anything, go to the streams broadcast and ask in the chat just down here. All right. So that was, talking about Bitcoin and Solana. We've gone over Solana and ETH. Is there anything with ETH and Bitcoin? Let's look at them too. Just like that, right? So you're going to use the same kind of thing, right? We're looking for the strength of Ethereum against the strength of Bitcoin. And if this chart is dumping, that means Bitcoin is much stronger than ETH. When this pumps, it's the opposite. Okay. As you saw this in 2021, Bitcoin does move up, but Ethereum is moving up much faster at a rate of probably 2 or 3x. So you guys remember we talked about the dominance chart on ETH. We talked about this level being, I think, where we can start seeing some strength. And so we're getting closer and closer to that level, right? So we're looking at levels here, level maybe here, and of course here. Okay, so I think we do have a strong bounce here. All right. If you look at where's my ETH dominance chart? It's literally the same thing, right? And I know I've said this a long time ago, and I still believe this. We're going to get to here before we see some strength in Ethereum. So I wouldn't touch Ethereum yet until we get to those levels, right? Does that mean altcoins won't go as well? So the issue in the past was we were taking cues from ETH for any altcoin run. So if ETH is going, that means altcoins are going. But I don't think that matters anymore. I really don't think. I think the market overall is more mature. That we're not needing cues from ETH to get going anymore. I think there's a lot more people now involved in trading and moving the markets and manipulating markets at the end of the day, right? And so I don't think people wait for ETH to be manipulated or bought in order for the altcoins to go. I think people are looking for other cues. And so I think this level here is going to be the level we watch. And then once it gets there, you can see some volume like this, right? Which means people are buying more and more altcoins, more and more ETH at the level that it is at. So whatever the level, it could be a level like, $3,000. It just means more and more people are starting to buy at that level. Okay. Okay. So we've gone over a few things already. I wonder if, this weekly is looking more and more bullish. Like, is anyone else talking about this? Right? You take a look, right? It fits this line perfectly, this line right here. And, we got that break. So this candle was a break candle. And then we have a down candle for confirmation, right? If that confirms and holds, we have a pop. And so, we got a delayed October, like severely delayed October. Does that mean we get an amazing November? So this is where we are. We're up 6% in October. It's lower than September. So, can Bitcoin do something? You got to ask yourself, like, can Bitcoin do something in October? Because right now it's been shitty. But, November is supposedly going to be good, right? If we look at past history, the bull run year is 2017. 2016, it was pretty solid, 5%, even though October was 14.71%. Bull run year, obviously, in 2013 was 449%. I think that was the year of Mt. Gox just going crazy. That was a crazy year. That was a lot of uncertainty. I remember those years. Do we get another one like that in November? Not essentially this, but let's get like, I don't know. Bull run year was 53%. 2020 it was 42%. I'll take that. If that's what is coming, and we're getting a 42% run in November, I'm not complaining. If you take a look at 2020, it's actually pretty remarkable, right? We had a shitty September. We had an amazing October. We had a sublime November and December. So it's up to you guys what you want to take out of that. But, if we get like 7% October, come on, November, right? Let's get it going. All right, so we went over pairs. We went over Bitcoin. Let's look at Politify tokens today. Let's see where they're at. So I hear Kamala Harris didn't have a healthy CNN town hall. I hear it was pretty shaky on her part. She didn't answer questions well. She didn't have distinct voice. She was very shaky in her answers. So what does that mean with the rest of the Politify token? Well, we have a week and 3 days before we have to say, you need to sell, or maybe even less than that, right? We did see a bump here at this level, which is good. Maybe we do get a run here finally, right? That would be about 100%. Again, we have this formation here, right? Which is the head and shoulders. Do we go only up to here and then down? I mean, that's the worst case scenario, really, where we top out here and then you don't get any run at all before the election. Best case scenario, we get to the all-time high. And that's it. So if you're thinking like you're going to get like, I don't know, 200 million market cap, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. For Trump, similar idea. It still looks bearish on the daily. I still do not see any positivity. If you can see this, right? Like, see the candle, and then you see the wick. The wick stopped exactly where it should, at that line, right? That means sellers came in that level and said, I'm not holding past that. I'm just not. So this candle has potential to turn very, very bearish, which means you're most likely going to see action to this level here, which is 20 cents. And then like 2-3 days before the election, you might see something like this, right? Where it just goes crazy. Everyone's like, oh, here we go. It's going to be 200 million market cap or whatever. I mean, yeah, okay. That's a possibility, but it's going to be really tight for time. 3 pumps, remember? We're talking about three waves. We're probably going to get that, but if you get $1, be happy and run. Okay. Let's see if I can find some value on my list here. Goat obviously is going crazy. I don't know if you guys want to even look at this, but it's 779 market cap. Right, it's kind of speeding up, which means it's probably going to get higher than that. But you might be better off to day trade it, which means like it does this, out, does that, you got to be out. Nothing holding for a very long time, because it's basically doing this, right? It's doing this, it's speeding up, and then it's going up. So if you have a dump to maybe here again, you might be getting an entry. So say it's here. Actually, let's raise it because I saw a level here. There we go. So there's a possibility it dumps there and then supports, right? Does this. Okay. Because it's like we have to confirm these levels, right? Once we get off of them, they come back down and then confirm, then go back up. So you want to play that, go ahead. I can't help you there. I saw a bump in used car. I wonder where that is. All right, so see how that kind of held? That's actually pretty good. So if you are thinking of adding, let me see where the MACD is. Oh, we don't even have the MACD on. All right, so on the daily, right, it's not there yet. So there's more risk when it's at that level. On the hourly, it's not there yet. So you could start adding there. Like you can add a little bit at a time, right? Still has a downward momentum. So it could probably come down again, get bumped again. So be careful, give it a few days and see where it settles. DGOD. I know people talk about DGOD all the time. They're wishing, things are better. But, I mentioned to you guys when this pump happened that there's going to be a regression to this level. And it's exactly what happened, right? We got this regression. Now, people are trying to get a higher low here. So maybe there is something here, right? About 40 million market cap. I'll be honest with you, that's pretty high. If it was maybe 15, 10, I would say it's a good value buy. But right now, I don't know. The issue with anything like this is that we haven't seen a bull run yet. And so 40 million is a lot for just a random meme coin like DGOD without use case and everything. So, if I'm wrong and there's a use case, please correct me. I'll be happy to learn something new. But as far as I know, there's nothing. So what happens here? Yeah, maybe there's a spike here and then another one to come down. So I wouldn't be looking at it yet. There should be another wave down, I believe, to here, like this area here, right? We talk about things in threes. So we got first area, second area, and then third area. It's going to eventually happen. So just be patient with DGOD. Just let it marinate for a little bit, and then when we get bullish, then we can start actively looking at it and maybe get a better assessment of what we can expect. Chonky, where's Chonky at? Okay, so that level we talked about the other day kind of rejected, right? And produced a pretty nasty looking daily candle, right? This little candle right there is a bearish candle by all means. So we have to look at that and say, all right, where is the next level down? And the next level down is where we indicated. So it's right here. So this level is 2136. So, be careful. There will be a dump of some kind. I don't know. So we'll see what happens at that level. But if you're holding, it's up to you. 12 million, 13 million market cap. It's quite a lot. The one I'm kind of interested, it's a high risk, high reward situation for me, is this one. It's got no volume, but the setup looks pretty decent. They're going to have a sit down with Juice and Jupiter. I think that's the podcast name. It's a podcast that is run by community managers from Jupiter, I believe. And they're going to sit down and talk about this project. It's a decentralized exchange on Solana. And they actually do a lot of things. I think they have a bridge. They're launching copy trading, I think, and that's probably what the topic is going to be. It's a great setup because, first of all, market cap is great, like 345K. They're legit crypto project, right? So what I would be looking at for this setup is something like this, where the risk reward is amazing. Looking at 1 penny, the possibility of a run to kind of like this level, which is about almost 10 cents. So a 10x, I know it's low volume, but I think over time, I think we're going to get more and more volume, right? And when people become bullish, they're more eager to spend money, and then you can assume these plays will make sense and it will make more money for you. So I think this is a good high risk, high reward scenario. And if you're considering this, it's called Monkey Dex Mogo. And who knows, they might be able to pump everybody's bags during that podcast. So that's happening next week. Last one of the day, I'm going to look at my friends at Bored Ape Solana Club. Actually, it's a pretty bullish chart. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, what else is there to say? Like, you can easily see the downtrend is broken, right? It's got a retest already, and now it's going to the next level. So the next level, I think, is here, about there. That's 52 cents, 53 cents. And then following that is close to $1, right? Market cap of 302,000. I know friends at Bored Ape Solana Club. They're just awesome people, and you know, they're going to be super happy to know that their coin is going to eventually go crazy. I think there was another chart from this token before. I think there was another one, but because it doesn't have too much history. I think it was like at $100 at one point, but maybe there's a different chart I can look at eventually. But I really like this setup. I think it's a strong buy for me. Not because I like these guys, but I really think that this setup is really, really bullish. Possibly a 3x. So I highly recommend it. All right. We're reaching the end of the stream. A reminder to all, we're doing a weekly stream, a Dgenz Crypto Weekly, in about an hour and a half from now. It's all the friends from Dgenz. And who knows who shows up? I don't know. Like, I have no idea who's going to show up. But we talk all kinds of stuff. We talk markets. We talk NFTs. We talk the state of the world sometimes, you know, like what's happening with BRICS and the US dollar. You know, I posted on Twitter a few times about that. It's interesting to see the dynamic of the world if that actually happens. But we'll talk about a lot of stuff. Hopefully you guys can join us. We'll post a link on all of our socials, including mine. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll see you in an hour and a half. For those that are looking forward to tomorrow, I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 61. I thank you all for joining me and sharing this stream, because I know it's going to help you some time in the future. On that note, see you guys tomorrow for episode 61.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go.
Dgenz Crypto Daily, news in the code. Riding on a blockchain, heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying, rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon, and Ether's on fire. Holders in the storm, lifted higher and higher. With Chart in the lead, watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane, never gonna hit them slow.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony.
Oh, yeah.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free.
DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets ebb and flow. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping, cause fortunes are overnight.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets ebb and flow. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping, cause fortunes are overnight.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. fortunes you can see. All those diamonds, digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto daily. Stay up on your game now. Got you wild and free.